I'm 27 and I've never been in a relationship. And it's not that I'm some incel that doesn't want a relationship. I'm just scared of love. I'm scared because something that can bring you tremendous joy, happiness, and fulfillment can be taken away. That's what really scares me. I've lost two of the closest people in my life to what I would say is heartbreak. He was just a normal guy. He had a pretty successful job. He had hobbies. He had a wife. He had 4 kids. Living in Hawaii, it sounds perfect, right? But something changed after my parents got divorced, man. And it changed my dad forever. He was never the same after that. He started to go down this spiral and start drinking a lot and spending less time with us, just getting hammered all the time. And it's scary because at one point both of my parents fell in love, right? They get married, they are willing to commit their future, their lives together forever. And somehow it's still so common in America for parents to divorce. Isn't there some insane statistic where 50% of people that get married get divorced? Like, is that not alarming? Does that not scare any of you guys? Because that scares the hell out of me. The funny thing is, I'm spiraling without even going through a breakup. So I know with my addictive personality, if I were to lose something like that, it probably wouldn't be good. After the divorce, it just never really was the same with my dad. Thing is, he would never really talk about it. I feel like he internalized a lot of his thoughts, and that's eventually what kind of led to this spiral of alcoholism that he went through. And it was extremely sad to watch. The same thing happened with one of my best friends in high school. The difference is that this kid was young. He was only 16 when he went through his breakup, and he would try things. He'd try to get over it, listen to music, got new girlfriends, but there's something about this one girl to him that he could never get over. No matter how many times we would sit and talk at a park just like this, just talk about our feelings, he just couldn't get over her. And he ended up doing a lot of drugs and spiraling down the same path. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to villainize men or women here. It's just a byproduct of what happens when people fall out of love. It's the decisions that each individual will make afterwards. By no means is it any fault of the man or the woman. It's just scary, man, because it can happen to anyone. You can be in love with this person and you never know if this is going to be for forever or if it's just going to be temporary. And that's what I'm really scared of is you can get into this relationship and talk about, be vulnerable, speak about things that you would never speak to someone else about, and this person may not even be with you forever. If I knew 100% that I would stay with the person that I love forever and we would never separate, we would never cheat on each other, then I wouldn't be so scared. Don't get me wrong, there's a part of me that wants to fall in love, spend the rest of my life with my best friend and share happy moments, sad moments, the ups and downs, but the feeling of it possibly could be temporary scares the hell out of me. It's investing so much time into someone that you think will be there forever. The thing is, I can't think this way forever, or else I'll just end up 60 years old with 10 cats living by myself without ever having a girlfriend or a wife. I just feel like potentially putting myself through the same heartbreak of losing my dad and my best friend for a potential chance that it may work out, it may not. If it's a 50-50, I don't know. All I know is that the divorce rate is really high. And going through both of those losses for me were tough. I didn't really know what to think. I was really sad for a long time. I'm starting to get better now, but I to have what I want, to be able to have a wife forever, means that I have to risk going through the same heartbreak as before, which is a huge deterrent for me right now because it's not fun losing two of the closest people to you. And I'm not sure if that's something that's rooted deep inside of me because my mom was really never in the picture and my dad was always working. So I really never got to see him. It's only really my grandma that was in our lives for the most part. She would pick me up from school every day. She would make us food. Parents were just a bunch of spaghetti. Maybe for my past relationships and experiences, I just expected to end or hurt really badly. Man, with relationships too, the scary thing is, and I've experienced this not firsthand, but I guess it's firsthand. Every single one of my friends that have gotten into a relationship, you realize that you end up seeing less and less of them over time. And it makes sense. Um, being in a relationship ties you up. It's not the case for everyone, but it is pretty common though. And, does that mean that you'll have less time to do some of the things that you like hanging out with the bros or the sisters? You just get less of that, right? Because you have another thing on your plate. I guess what I'm trying to say is that maybe I'm scared of change because I've been pretty much doing the same thing in my life for a very long time. And I know that having a relationship comes with great change. And I think that's one of the biggest things that humans fear is just change. Every day I wake up, I pretty much know what's going to happen. Pretty monotonous at this point. Feels a little scary to change that. The argument, though, is that all of the couples that are happy together and really love themselves, they always seem like the happiest people on earth. They seem, they always talk about how being in a relationship, being married, and being with their kids and having kids is one of the best moments of their lives. And just a part of some of those changes, one of them is learning to be super vulnerable with yourself. I feel I have a lot of internal trauma from childhood that has never really came out, and I know with a girlfriend or a wife eventually it'll all come out, and I've just never shared these things with a lot of people because I didn't have too many people to talk to. My way of coping of it was to just not talk about it, to push it further and further down my mind and just not think about it. The thing is, it's impossible not to think about. All it takes is a song. Preparing myself for the inevitable when it all does come out one day. It's a little scary for me. Like they say, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but I guess the trick is to find the right one, right? I don't know how people do it, but it's definitely possible because there's a lot of happy marriages out there. I need to get over this feeling of you at least need to try. There's definitely someone out there for everyone. I don't think the way that I feel right now about love is very healthy. I don't think it's something that I should continue to think. I think that I need to get over this and just realize that it's a part of life and everyone goes through the same phase and situations with girls or dating. And if I truly want what I say I want, then I have to get over this fear of loving and being vulnerable and just accept that it's a possibility, but it's really worth it in the end. Like, is that not goals? Just walking in the park as a married couple with your dog, probably retired, just enjoying life. The thing is if I continue to think this way, then I'll never truly have what I want, which is to have kids, have a wife, to be able to go to a park like this on a weekend and watch my kid play soccer, play baseball, just watch my kid do and grow up. I just posted a video of my thoughts of why I gave up searching for love, and it has nothing to do with being scared. It's more of an internal problem with me. And I posted that. It's going to be in the link in the description and the pinned comment if you guys want to watch that.